Welcome to Lesson 3 of the Understanding WordPress Posts course. In this lesson we will look at the board tag. We saw in the previous lesson that every time a new post is created, it is added at the top of the database, in the posts table to be more technically correct. Our blog page displays a list of the latest posts. The viewer has to scroll down a long way and quite easily be overwhelmed by the large amount of text. This is where the board tag becomes handy. It is a technique of showing just enough of the post's text to trigger the viewer's interest. So let's see how that works. So switching back to our website, listing all the posts. And the first one that I want to look at is, we'll look at John Parker. That's the one at the top. So we find all of this is quite interesting. But what if we look at here? I could add, I was wrong. How about that? I'm sure he won't mind. So here is our toolbar, and there is the insert board tag. If you don't have the entire toolbar, you might just have that. Remember that this button says hide or show the kitchen sink. Okay, we want the board tag. Click. And it puts that funny thing in. In the text view, it looks like this, just more. Okay, because we've made a change, we have to update so the new information goes into the database. And let's go and view. So we'll go to our blog and oh my goodness. So there's much less text now, and we have continue reading. So rather than all the long stuff like that, we can actually shorten them so that there's only it's not an excerpt, but it's similar to an excerpt. Okay, let's go back to the dashboard again. Posts, and I'll do the same for Heidi Mueller's one. Okay, so here we go, Lightheart Limericks. I will put a board tag in there. That looks good. And I'll update it. Then I'll go to my list of posts and grab Ariadne Sawyer's one. Oh, this is quite long, so we'll put in a board tag over there. That looks good. Update. Okay, that is good. So now we can go back to our blog, and we'll see that it's much easier to scroll through because the text is quite a bit shorter. Makes it much easier. Now, finally, when you see a post that you like, then you could, I don't like that. We'll fix that. It should be on the next line. So, click on it. And then we get what is called the single post view. So the whole post is displayed on its own, not in a list, just that post. And if you want to view other posts in the list, you have to use the navigation sorry, click there, like that. So I wanted to fix that one. We look at it, John Parker. I will view it quickly. There we go. And I want to edit this post, which I can because I'm logged in. And let's look at the text view. We want that to be on its own line. Update. View post. Okay, now if we view our blog, good, so continue reading is on its own line. So because we access posts via a list or archive, it will display all the posts in a list, as many as we've indicated. At the moment we've set our reading to display 5 posts in a list, so we should have 5 posts here. There we go, 5. And because people would have to scroll to see all of them, it's a good idea to use the board tag, so we have just a little bit of text to trigger the interest, and then they have to click on continue reading, and then they view the post as a single post, not as a list. So here's just the one post, not as a full list. We should really try and fix that up. It is so difficult to do, but let's do that just for the sake of revision. So we want to add in a space. Code with that is NBSP, which is not breaking space, semicolon. And I think we could do 2. 1, 2, save. Okay, let's go and look at the post. Yeah, that looks better, so we have that little bit of an indent there. Okay, now it turned out that Sheila Foster got these posts a long time ago, and it's only now that she's decided she would like to add them to the website. Of course, it's pushing everything else down, and so in the next lesson we will look at the timestamp or the timing of posts.